A number of weeks ago, we had a show on bail and bail reform. Nothing has been done by the federal government except for a few murmurings. So I've invited back Gary Clewley, a very prominent criminal defense lawyer, to talk about it. And your answer to, or a short answer to what needs to be done about bail reform is what? To make it effective.
Well, we need to provide speedy trials for those who deserve to be detained.
Right.
And we need a bail hearing that concentrates on the right aspects, which is
we don't have speedy trials now in Canada. You can go for years. And secondly, what aspects does a bail hearing have to focus on?
The danger that the offender represents to the community in order to maintain the community's confidence in the judicial system.
And that doesn't happen when you have somebody throwing a gun over a fence to a schoolyard, being charged and let out a few days later.
No, it's terrible. Because it tells the public that there's no regard for their safety, and their confidence in the judicial system is the bedrock of it.
Okay, so how does that happen where someone, clearly had an illegal gun, threw it into a schoolyard, and gets out? I mean, does the judge have rocks in their head?
No, not rocks. I think they're worried too much about the fact that he might ultimately be found not guilty. So the antidote to that is to give him a speedy trial. But first, bring in somebody who's knowledgeable about the evidence against him or her,
right,
and put that on the table, because that has everything to do with the concern about whether the guy or girl is going to be found guilty improperly.
So why is it taking so long? Do those people in Ottawa, are they just so sheltered that they say this too will pass? What's going on with them?
It's kind of charter flu, I mean, you live in fear of violating the charter, and
Well, if it's for a good cause, then do it.
Well, of course, it's the foundation of our rights in this community.
Yes.
But those rights can be abused in their application as much as they're protected, and that's what's happening. You can't let people out who are almost certain to reoffend and then not expect the public to say, what the hell's going on?
But Gary, that's happening every day. People are finally fed up and nothing is happening.
It's got to stop. I agree. Well, the pressure has to be maintained.
Okay, and so the pressure is maintained by you being on this show, but also I guess people should be writing to their MPs.
Oh, the offenders are taking care of the pressure because they're the only ones who aren't worried about this debate. They don't watch this show and they don't worry about what Parliament's going to do. They just get about their business, which is breaking the law.
And are the police, and you deal with a lot of police, do you think they're finally going to give up and say, well, why should we charge?
No, they're all under their oath, but they are under-resourced and understaffed, and their job is a terrible one. I mean, would you sign up for it? No.
Very clearly. Good lessons. Thank you very much. 3 minutes. The Trudeau subsidized media cannot engage you in the discussions. They can't even present the discussions that we do here in this channel, which are critical to the health and future of Canada. So, to help us keep broadcasting, please contribute financially. The address is below. You can write a check, PayPal, and please subscribe.